time we were discussing the story of how Krishna became Mahaprabhu. We talked about the story of how Krishna was in the Rasa dance with Srimati Radhika, and then Radhika left the Rasa dance because she wanted the Sadhan Siddha Gopis to further advance. The Sadhan Siddha Gopis had become proud. We heard that even after Vastu Siddhi, spiritual perfection and attainment of a transcendental form in Braj, we still need to do sadhan. And that means coming under guidance of the Nitya Siddhas and under Srimati Radhika's guidance. So some of the gopis, they were somewhat proud of their fortune, thinking, I am now equal with everyone, with the Nitya Siddhas, and Krishna is giving me so much love. So this is called Saubhagyamad, pride in their fortune. So Radhika left, and then Krishna began searching for her. Sometimes Krishna finds Srimati Radhika and they go off together into the Kunj. But in some Rasa dance occasions, then Srimati Radhika will not be able to be found by Krishna. And so Krishna searches and searches and searches. Like sometimes we hear that the gopis are searching for Krishna and lamenting. But the Gaudiya mood is that let Krishna search for Srimati Radhika. But Radhika is not in separation from Krishna. So it's said therefore that Krishna was searching and searching, where is Radhika, where is Radhika? He could not find her. Radhika had gone and hid at Mansarovar. So Krishna searching and searching, finally he came to Imlitala, and he sat underneath the tamarind tree and began to do chanting Srimati Radhika's names. The gopis searched for Krishna when he left, but they could not find him just by their own strength or by asking from the trees and creepers. And finally they sat down and chanted Krishna's names and prayed to him. And then Krishna came after they sang the Gopi Geet. So Krishna thought, if I'm just searching for Radhika by my own strength, there's no guarantee if I'll be successful. Better I sit in one place and do meditation chanting Radha Nam. So therefore Krishna sat under the Imli Tal, the tamarind tree, and in deep absorption began to chant the names of Srimati Radhika. And there's 1,008 names, so he began to chant all these names one by one. And he became so absorbed in the moods of Srimati Radhika that completely absorbed in her moods, his color changed from darkish blue to this Gauranga. Means his limbs became golden like Srimati Radhika. And not only his complexion changed, but he became so absorbed in Srimati Radhika, he began to chant the names Krishna, Krishna. Because her love for Krishna entered his heart and his absorption for her, and then he began to chant Krishna, Krishna. At that time he became Gauranga. So we went up to this point before. So after that, what happened? So we're going to tell the story after that. So he was sitting there and he had changed his complexion. Now the Lita, Vishaka and the other gopis were searching. On one hand Radhika had disappeared, and on the other hand now Krishna had disappeared. Both were disappeared. So they began to search, where is Krishna and where is Radhika? So the Lita, Vishaka and the Manjaris went searching. Finally they found Srimati Radhika at Mansarovar. This is on the other side of the Jamuna. And finally they found Krishna disguised as Gauranga at Imlital. Gauranga means he is golden complexion, but he's still Krishna. This means Antar Krishna Bahir Gaur. He is Krishna inside, but Gauranga outside. So they found Krishna in Imlitala and they found Radhika at Mansarovar. But how to arrange their meeting now? Radhika was in Man, and Krishna is there absorbed as Gauranga, chanting Krishna, Krishna. So I said, by Lalita and Vishaka's presence and the other Manjaris, they came and they began chanting Radharani's names and reminding Krishna of Srimati Radhika. And then gradually he came back to Sham. And he began again to be absorbed in Sri Sham's, in this mood of searching for Radhika. So Krishna came to his sense. But then Srimati Radhika was not willing to meet with him. Radhika was in very strong man. So then it's described that Krishna considered what to do. He began to ask Vrinda, he asked Lalita Vishaka, what should I do? How can I pacify Srimati Radhika? That Srimati Radhika's man is so strong, it's very difficult to change Srimati Radhika's jealous mood. It's said that in Dwarka, all Krishna has to say to Rukmini or Satyabhama, his queens, is like, oh, I'll marry you to Shishupal, I'll divorce you. And immediately they give up their man. If they ever have some mood of like jealousy, like when Krishna brought the Parijat flower from heaven, it's a very special flower, and he gave it to Rukmini, and Satyabhama became angry. And then he called her, hey, tell Satyabhama to get here right now, otherwise I'll send her back to her father's home. And immediately she came there, with folded hands. Or sometimes he tells Rukmini, oh, I'm not such a good guy, I'm ugly, I'm not fair, and I don't have good qualities, and my past isn't, I don't come from a good background. People say there's no guarantee what family I'm from. Some people say this family, some people say that family. I think it's better you marry Shishupal, so I'll send you to Shishupal. He's very qualified and nice. So just hearing this, Rukmini will fall unconscious. So for Krishna in Dwarka, he can just speak something sweet like this or something tricky like this, and all the queens are controlled by him. But in Braj, it's called, the queens have this mood, Samanjasya Rati. They're not able to control Krishna completely with their love. But the gopis are Samartha, meaning they're completely capable of controlling Krishna with their love. That's why in Dwarka, Krishna doesn't have the flute, because he doesn't need the flute. Because he can easily control his queens with his sweet words or tricky words. But in Braj, he needs all these powerful weapons. He needs his flute, and even when Radhika becomes in very deep man, then even his flute doesn't work. So he tried playing on his flute, calling Radhe, Radhe, but still it didn't work. So he was thinking what to do. So he asked Brinda, he asked everyone, they said, okay, you need to do some kind of vrata. You need to do some strong sankalpa, some strong vow, and strong sadhana practice. So then they decided that Krishna would become like a brahmachari, because Radhika would not meet with Krishna directly. So he said, okay, you have to lure her out. So he dressed as a brahmachari in saffron, wearing rudraksha, and with his hair up in a top knot. And he went into a dark part of the forest, sat on a kusashan, and he disguised his features and he began to chant Radhika's, it's called Vishaka Binanda Ananda Stotram. That there's 108 names of Srimati Radhika, and another place 1008. So he began to chant these in deep absorption with eyes closed, and he became so absorbed in chanting these mantras, praying for Radhika's forgiveness or to pacify her. He was weeping. It said from one eye Ganga was flowing and one eye Jamuna was flowing. He was weeping so much that these rivers of love were flowing from his eyes. So then the gopis, Lalita Vishaka, they performed this. It said, Yugala Milan Sukira Karan Jivana Charite Pare. The gopis, like Lalita Vishaka and the Manjaris, they always want to assist in bringing Radha Krishna together for meeting. Nikunjo Ratikeli Siddhai. They want to perfect the meeting of Radha Krishna. So if Radhika's in Man, some Manjaris may not want to help Krishna, but the Sakhis like Vishaka, she is favorable to Krishna also. So she's always helping Krishna. Vrinda helps Krishna, Lalita also. So if Radhika is in Man, then they'll help Krishna pacify Radhika. So they arranged this. Okay, Krishna can chant and become a brahmachari chanting her names. So then after they started this program, then they went to Radhika in Mansarovar. And Radhika was sitting there. She said she was also in very jealous, angry mood. And she was also crying. But from Krishna, Ganga, Jamuna were flowing. But from Radhika, her tears were very hot. And it became like a pool there, Mansarovar. The lake is formed from the angry tears of Srimati Radhika. So they're very hot, like a hot tub. And she was very angry, so they thought, what to do. Because also she saw, oh, Krishna's dancing with all the gopis equally to me. So they prayed to Srimati Radhika. They said, oh, Radhika, we've heard that there's one person now doing sadhana chanting your name. With deep absorption. Chanting and chanting and chanting. So you should go and see what they want, because they've been doing it for a long time. Radhika was like, no, I don't want to go. Let anyone do what they want. But they said, if you don't go, then there's no guarantee what will happen. Because we see like Dhruva, when Dhruva was doing his sadhana, Dhruva's sadhana was so powerful that no one could breathe. That's the power of strong tapa, austerity. They were telling Radhika, Dhruva did such strong sadhana, everyone became choked up. Even in heaven, even in Vaikuntha. So she said, look, this brahmachari is doing such strong tapasya, weeping and praying, that there's no guarantee what will happen. The whole Braj can go in flame. Everything can catch fire. When Hiranyakashipu was doing sadhana, it was so strong that fire started coming from his hair. And then all the universes felt like they were catching on fire. So he said, you better go and see, and pacify this person. Also, they're very sincere. They're chanting with great sincerity. So Radhika finally was convinced, and she said, okay, let's go. So Radhika with Lalita Vishaka and Manjaris, they went to this dense forest place where the Brahmacari was doing sadhana. As they came near, she saw all different birds and peacocks and deer were also in that area. And they're also absorbed in meditation. All the animals were also sitting and like praying like Krishna. Because they all love Krishna, and so if Krishna is concerned, they're also concerned. They're thinking, normally Krishna is moving here and there, playing with the sakas, rolling down the hills, climbing the trees, jumping in the river, playing with the cows and gopis, dancing and singing. But now Krishna is like for many hours just sitting in one place chanting. So all the animals sitting around, and as they came closer, they saw this Brahmacari, and his eyes were closed, completely absorption in her. So they said he was like 7, 8, 9, young boy, very beautiful. Many bumblebees were sitting on his curling locks. So at that time, then Radhika sent the Sakhis forward to ask him what he wants. Like, why is he chanting my names? Purti describes like this. Ask him. He can worship anyone else. Why is he chanting in my names? He can chant and meditate on Vishnu, Narayan. He can pray to Brahma, Shiva. Why is he chanting my names? So then they asked Krishna, we have heard the glories of, I've heard your glories from many people. So therefore I'm only praying to you. Please give me your mercy. So Radhika was thinking for some time. She said, okay, anyhow, I see you're very serious and very sincere. So I don't know who you are. I don't have any relationship with you. But anyhow, if I bless you, will you stop chanting my names? Will you let me be peaceful? And he said, yes, if you give me what I desire, then I will stop doing this. You will be free. Because it said, if you're doing strong sadhana, tapasya for one person, then it's like you're pulling them. So Radhika wanted to be free of this. She's saying, Krishna is chanting my names with so much absorption, let me satisfy him. So if I give you the boon, will you stop? Then yes. So she said, okay, I bless you, let you be satisfied, let you be happy. I bless you like this. But then Krishna, as the Brahmacari, said, look, this is not enough. He said, actually, I don't want to be happy. I have some friendship with someone and that person is angry with me. So I desire that you give me the boon that that person become happy with me and forgive me and never be angry with me again. Let them always accept me. Let them never be angry at me. Let me be like their servant and always with them, and let them always be happy with me. So then Radhika was thinking, she began to shake her head and she said no. She told Lalita Vishaka that this boy, whoever he is, outside he is very sweet, but inside he's very crooked. He's sitting there like, oh, nice sadhu, everything, but inside he said, Purti says, his heart is full of many dreadlocks. And Radhika is saying, if someone has so many dreadlocks, even if you try to comb them out, it's not possible. Ultimately, you just have to cut it. So you're saying, I cannot give what he wants. I cannot fulfill his desire. I cannot comb out his dreadlocks in his heart. So then what to do? So the Sakhi said, no, you should reconsider. He's very sincere. So then Krishna said, please. She said, what do you want? Ask for anything else aside from this. So he's saying, no, look, I only want that person be happy with me. They be happy and always be with me. And never be angry with me. So Radhika was like, not possible. So then they said, okay, Lalita said, you should at least accept him like he wants to be. He's ready to do anything. So he said, look, I'll give you a boon, you be happy. So Krishna said, look, my only happiness is that person be happy. I don't want any personal happiness. If they're happy and they're with me and they forgive me, then I'm happy. So anyhow, then he was finally saying that, look, please accept me like a small servant and disciple, and gradually everything may come. So then Vishaka and Lita said, look, you're sitting here, you're praying like this, but you're not showing so much humility. If you want to please someone, then you should offer pranam. So it said Krishna doesn't like offering pranam so much. Like Krishna may offer, he rolls in the dust, he takes the dust in his body, but in Braj, no one offers pranam. The gopis don't offer pranam to Krishna. Sometimes Krishna may offer pranam only to break her man. So he was thinking, okay, what to do? So Krishna offered sastang pranam, complete pranam to Srimati Radhika, and he prayed, please give me this boon. So finally, Srimati Radhika, she accepted and said, okay, I give you this boon. that whoever is displeased with you, they will give up this mood. So then Krishna prayed, "Oh Srimati Radhika, please give me your man." He said, "I only want your man. Please give me your man. Please may you accept me." So that time Srimati Radhika blessed him, and Krishna placed his head on Srimati Radhika's lotus feet. So this is the mood of the Gaudiyas, that let Krishna offer pranam to Srimati Radhika and offer his head to her lotus feet. So we learn this verse, Smara Galla Kandanam Mama Sirisi Mandanam Dehi Pada Palavamudharam. Krishna offers his head to the lotus feet of Srimati Radhika and prays for her mercy. So this is the special mood of our line. And this is the mood that Krishna came in his next incarnation as Gauranga Mahaprabhu to spread this mood of the glory of Srimati Radhika to all the jivas and to try to bring them into her service. Napareham niravadya samyujam sasadu krityam vibudasuyapya. That Krishna had this mood that how can I ever repay Srimati Radhika and the gopis for their spotless love? If I ask them to accept my service, they only say, "We want to serve you, that is our only happiness." If he says, "I want to give you a boon," they only say, "Give us the boon that we can always serve you." So Krishna said, "I will come again as Mahaprabhu and I will bring everyone into your group, into your service." So this is the mood of our line. Brajagopi bhav, hoi beswa bhav, anabhava narahibo. How can we develop this mood of being this gopi bhav? Means not externally imitating, but having this same simple, sweet service mood. So we'll do Gurudev's quote of the day. We'll stop there for Vidakasmanjali.